Wait. This doesn't make sense, King Harris. Arrested? Again. When the news first hit, people didn't react with shock. They reacted with confusion. Because everyone was asking the same question, how did this happen again? But this time, it's different. Because it's not just about the arrest anymore. It's about what happened after. Insiders are saying when T.I. found out, his reaction wasn't anger. It wasn't shouting. It wasn't even defensive. He just went quiet. And that silence? It's what has everyone talking. Some are saying this is the first time T.I. actually broke down. Others believe something much deeper is going on behind the scenes. But here's the part nobody is explaining clearly. What really happened in that moment? And why does this situation feel bigger than just another headline? Stay till the end, because the truth doesn't come all at once. Hashtag King Harris, hashtag breaking news, viral story when. The headline King Harris arrested again started trending. It didn't take long for it to spread across every platform. Within minutes, clips, reactions, and opinions were everywhere. But what made this situation different wasn't just the headline. It was the feeling behind it. Because people weren't just watching. They were questioning. How did we get here again? At first, reports suggested that the situation began like many others, something routine. Something that shouldn't have turned into a major issue. But almost immediately, something shifted. And the people who saw the footage noticed it right away. The energy was off. King Harris didn't respond the way people expected. His tone wasn't calm. His body language wasn't relaxed. And in moments like that, even small reactions can change everything. But here's the part most people are missing. This didn't start in that moment. This has been building over the past months. King Harris has been constantly in the spotlight. Every move, every statement, every clip analyzed, judged, and shared. And when someone lives under that kind of pressure, even a small situation can escalate fast. And that's exactly what happened. As the interaction became more tense, the situation started to shift from routine to serious. Commands became firmer. The atmosphere changed. And suddenly, this wasn't just another moment, it was something bigger. Because now, people were watching closely. And then, the clips started spreading. TikTok edits, Instagram reels, YouTube breakdowns. Everyone had a version of the story. But every version felt incomplete. Some showed one angle, others focused on reactions. But none of them told the full picture. And when the full picture isn't clear, people fill in the gaps themselves. That's when the debate started. Some viewers blamed King Harris, saying the situation could have been avoided with a different approach. Others argued that the pressure of being constantly watched changes how people react in real time. But just as the conversation was heating up, everything shifted again because T entered the picture. The moment his name became part of the story, the entire narrative changed. This wasn't just about an arrest anymore. This became a father and son story. And that's where things got emotional. People weren't just analyzing actions anymore. They were analyzing reactions. Especially one reaction in particular, T.Live. Because what he did, or more accurately, what he didn't do, is what shocked everyone. There was no loud defense, no aggressive statement, no immediate response trying to control the narrative. Instead, there was silence, and that silence felt heavy. People started asking questions immediately. Why isn't he saying anything? Is something worse going on? Is this bigger than we think? And the longer that silence lasted, the louder those questions became. But then, something changed. A small detail started circulating online. Not a full statement, not a press release, just a single reported reaction, and that one detail. It completely changed how people were looking at the situation. because if what insiders are saying is true, then this isn't just another controversy. This might be a turning point. But what exactly did T.I. say? And why are people claiming this is the moment everything shifted? That's where part 2 changes everything. When that insider detail, finally, started spreading online, the reaction was immediate and intense, because it wasn't what people expected. Most people assumed T.I. would defend his son. Others thought he would criticize him publicly. But according to reports, he did neither. Instead, his reaction was something much more complex. He didn't deny what happened, he didn't try to minimize it, and he didn't shift the blame. Instead, he acknowledged it, and that's what made it powerful, because in that moment, it didn't feel like a celebrity managing a headline. It felt like a father dealing with something real. And that's where the entire conversation shifted. People started looking at the situation differently. Not just as a viral moment, but as a deeper issue involving pressure, expectations, and personal growth. But not everyone agreed. Some viewers respected the response, calling it honest and mature. Others felt it came too late, arguing that accountability should have been clearer from the beginning. And just like that, the internet split into two sides. One side saw growth, the other saw a pattern. And once people started talking about patterns, everything changed again. Because suddenly, this wasn't just about one moment. People began bringing up past clips, past interviews, past situations, connecting dots, building narratives, and when that happens, the story gets bigger, much bigger. But through all the noise, there was one moment that stood out more than anything else. A quiet moment. A moment where T.I. didn't look like a public figure, he looked like a father. No performance, no control. Just emotion. And maybe that's why this story feels different. Because it's not just drama, it's real, it's messy, and it doesn't have a clear answer. Which leads to the biggest question of all: what happens next? Is this the moment things change? Or is this just another chapter in an ongoing story? Because right now, people aren't just reacting anymore. They're watching, waiting, trying to see what the next move will be. And in situations like this, the next move matters more than anything, because it decides whether this was just another viral moment or something much bigger. #trending, #King Harris, #T, #viral story * now. I want your honest opinion. Do you think this situation is being misunderstood? Or is this a clear pattern that can't be ignored anymore? And what about T? Do you see his reaction as real and honest? Or do you think it came too late? This is one of those moments where everyone sees something different. And that's exactly why it's trending everywhere right now. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over. And if you want more deep, engaging breakdowns like this, stories that actually keep you watching till the end, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because we don't just report what's happening, we break down why it matters. Stay ready, because the next viral story could drop any second. #subscribe, #trending, #viral news, #King Harris, #T.